Holidays are known to cause stress in families, but this year, with the pandemic still in full swing, it's worse than ever for many. Well, Melody Murray is a licensed marriage and family therapist, and she joins us today with some strategies to help us and our kids cope during this really high-pressure time. Melody, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dr. Ian. Good to see you.
This has been a really rough year for kids. And parents, but really for kids. And now we're heading into what can already be a stressful time, holiday season. How are parents going to cope with all that's going on? And now we're in what is usually considered the most wonderful time of the year.
Well, typically right now, during the holiday season, everyone's relaxing, you're gathering, you're partying, you're having a good time, you're able to hug each other. And we look forward to that. The sooner you're able to set realistic expectations about what everyone is about to, take on, the better. The less stress you're going to have, the less disappointment the kids are going to have, but be completely honest with it. I was talking to a parent just yesterday about, she's got two children, they're, tweens, and they were thinking like, why should we even decorate? No one's coming over. And I'm like, the complete opposite is what you should do. Absolutely decorate. It's your house. You're there. You enjoy all the festivities. Do them regardless of the population that's in your house. Do it anyway. You still have each other, so make the best of it.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to still find some joy in the familiarity. And it's not always about others. It's about kind of we're all together in our nuclear family. Celebrate with your nuclear family in the best way you can. Listen, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the financial burdens of this upcoming holiday season. What concerns have you heard from parents about what this will do to them financially?
Being honest about what the realistic situation is the best way to go. But you have to be very careful to not overshare. Kids don't need to know the nitty-gritty of your financial situations. So talking about what's going on in age-appropriate ways. Like you would talk to a 6-year-old differently than you would talk to a 16-year-old. So talk about what is possible and what isn't possible. And it's a great opportunity to teach your kids how to turn lemons into lemonade. You're preparing your kids for adulthood. They will learn how to handle different situations, stressful situations, by how you're handling it with them right now.
We don't give children enough credit, by the way. They're very astute kids.
True.
If they are actually concerned about money, what are the signs that parents should be on the lookout for?
Kids are pleasers. Kids want the environment to be fun. They want everyone to be happy. So if you notice something is shifting in your child, you really need to pay attention to it. Are they offering up their piggy bank? Are they trying to problem solve for you and trying to figure out ways that bills can get paid? Those are signs that your kid is really worried about the family finances. And you want to make sure that they don't feel that this is a responsibility that they should take on. They are pleasers and they want everyone to be happy. But anytime you bring up the hardcore details about your financial situation or any type of stressful situation for your family, whenever you bring that up to a child, it takes them out of childhood and into adulthood, which is totally what you don't want to do because it brings up so much anxiety because they can't fix the problems that they know about.
How do you kind of bridge that gap, allowing kids to still be kids, giving them just enough information they need to understand kind of this isn't a great situation, but not also overwhelming them? How do you bridge that gap?
It is a delicate balance that needs to be struck so that you can share what's going on so they have realistic expectations and so that your stress level isn't high, but they don't have too much information where they feel they need to intervene in some way, shape, or form. A good way to do that is to allow them to lead the conversations. Talk about what they know for sure. Mommy or daddy may have lost their job. We are living with family members right now. See where they're at and what they're really paying attention to and the honesty of what your situation is and allow them to lead the conversation. This is a good way that you don't overshare because you're just answering the questions that they're putting out there to you. Now you can pepper in certain things that can, keep their expectations in check, but definitely don't overshare. I think that making sure that you're treating your children like children, but
Sure.
you're also educating them in a way that they have realistic expectations of what's going on around them.
Absolutely. Well, this is great advice for a lot of parents who really are during this time of the year worried that they won't be able to deliver this holiday season, especially after all that has happened during this pandemic year. So Melody Murray, thank you so much for joining us today.